Alright, so we have our mini-map there. We can bring you right to the mini-map menu. So, as you can see by the zoom in on the mini-map, Team Gravity is setting up for an invade here. Other team is pretty spread out.
Minions have spawned.
Vayne chilling out, doing some poses over here. And they're waiting to see for the invade. Thresh is coming down into here. This could be bad for Thresh. Thresh is running into all four, and that's going to be an easy first blood. Oh, as he does get over. Oh. They don't flash to pursue. Oh, man. Thresh put himself in a world of hurt right there. That was a dangerous position for him to be in. He's going to have to head back as Team Gravity is going to go ahead and steal this blue here. Mundo's holding up the bush. Is going to prevent them from getting away. And we get up to the top lane to see the interesting duel between Mundo and Singed. It's going to be interesting. Mundo, I think, is going to have a little bit of an advantage at first with that cleave. But I think as this goes on a little longer, up until level 6, let's say from 3 to 6, I think that Singed is going to have kind of an advantage. And then after 6, Mundo for a little bit. And then whoever's better at that point. Aatrox gonna go steal the blue, Team Gravity's blue, as his was taken early on. Battle the barrel versus the spear going on here in the middle. As up here, Singed and Mundo have both full health still and continue to poke at each other. Looks like here in the bottom lane, they are able to keep them pushed back up on the tower, and it looks like Aatrox is coming up for a gank here, so we're going to go ahead and follow him. He's coming up through, but it looks like Mundo was able to predict it pretty well and able to get out of there as Aatrox comes up and gets no damage. Did force the flash out of Mundo, though, so Mundo's going to have a 300-second cooldown on that. Thresh getting the swing. I thought we were going to see a grab onto Jinx there, but Jinx able to just kind of walk away. Take a look, see if he's on cooldown. Yeah, he's still on cooldown. So now that it's off cooldown, we'll probably see a hook attempt here soon. The ward does go down, and there's the throw, so that's wasted. That's another 16 seconds going to be on that. Looks like Aatrox is coming back up through the jungle. He's going to continue to farm those monster camps, as looks like Singed does manage to push Mundo back. So Mundo's pushed back. Elise is waiting for a gank attempt up on a Singed, see if she'll be able to. She's being very patient, sitting there. We'll see how well my casting's working as we look through to the mini-map. We can see the positioning of everybody, as Aatrox is, of course, moving up to the jungle over here. We do have a good battle going on down here, as well as Elise moving back through to the other side of the jungle. So let's go ahead and hit back over into the game and join our bottom laners as they get pushed off of the jet fuel. Is that jet fuel? G fuel? JE fuel? We're gonna call them fuel. As Team Fuel gets pushed back out, pushes back out into the middle of the lane down there in the bottom. Gragas taking a little bit of damage. Mana's starting to get a little bit low, but he's gonna drink back up there and refresh a little bit of mana. And that battle still going monotonously as ever. And it looks like Elise is gonna come up into the bottom and see if she can't line up a gank. Nidalee is a little bit low. She's just above half health. Looks like Gragas is above her, but Gragas is kind of low on mana. I'm not sure how that'll go. What just happened there? Did Aatrox just go back? Aatrox just went back. Okay. It is warded in the jungle. Elise pinging that she's on her way. But she's going to come through the back here instead of going through the river, as the river is warded. She's waiting back here. Elise being very patient, waiting for the ganks. They haven't been materializing, but she's been in position if needed. And nice positioning to come up, and it looks like they're going to wait for the hook. Oh, nice, though. Oh, and they are going to get the stun on the Thresh, and they do get the chompers on the Thresh. Damage being dropped down. Thresh trying to knock everybody away. He's getting a lot of damage onto him. He is getting away, though. And it looks like they do get the kill onto Thresh. They do get first blood. Karma does sacrifice herself, but for the cause. As Karma gets the first blood, I think. Did Karma get that? Yeah, Karma got that kill. So Karma does get first blood, as Aatrox is going to go ahead and head back out of this lane. Singed, what are you doing, you silly bastard? So Singe was all the way back here. But let's tell you what Singe was doing. If you take a look here, Singe came all the way around here and was hitting right in here where these minions come up. And he was preventing the minion wave from pushing forward up here. So that kept Mundo stuck at his turret back here. Now back to the action, Pat. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays out for him. Uh-oh, and they got Vayne locked down, but Vayne was not. Man, knocks Jinx back a mile. Jinx takes some big damage. Vayne all alone here, though, so if she does get locked down again, it's going to be... she's going to be able to do her knockback. She should be alright. And the continuous poke back and forth between Singed and Mundo. Looks like Mundo win that little exchange with a nice cleave instead of chasing into the gas, which is always good. Nidalee back on scene finally as Gragas is doing good with his mana finally at level 6. His ultimate is ready to launch, and as you know, it is that... It switched on me. It is that explosive keg that knocks everybody back around. Dragon is being pinged. Nidalee's heading down to check it out. No one is there. She's going to be throwing up some wards, trying to get vision on it, but nobody's making an attempt on it right now. Aatrox is up out of position to make an attempt on it. He's going to be getting that red buff. He's taking a lot of hits. And it looks like, oh, Gragas with the miss on the ult, but it looks like they are going to get a lot of damage. He does get the charge, but he charges into the toss, and then the cleaver does manage to take him down and finish Singed off with a second kill for Team Gravity. Alrighty, and Jet Fuel and with Nidalee in the middle is doing a little poke, but not really too much. She did manage to get her to turret. There's the throw, but the miss horribly onto Karma or Jinx. They both managed to get around that. And here comes Gragas back through the middle. There's no wards, but he doesn't go in a direction to try and cut Nidalee off. Basically just relieved Elise on her watch. Elise is going to jump over that wall, and that's what I was talking about. That E pulls her up in the air. Take a look at her abilities. Oh, we'll have to wait till she's in spider form. There she goes. Okay, so that E repels, she climbs up in the air, and then she can come down on a target. And Singe just doing a great job of keeping Gravity's minions off that top turret and top lane, and there's really not much Mundo can do about it as he's coming down here as well. You can't chase Singe. There's, no way to chase him. But there's a nice pincer maneuver being worked out as Gragas comes over. Here's Elise as well. They notice that he's back on lane. Gragas is going to come up through. Elise is coming up through as well. Can they get him off with the slow? There's the slow, but she misses the snare, unfortunately. She does jump up. And then she gets him down. Oh, I missed it. I clicked on the wrong thing. But Elise does get up in the air, and she does get up over there and get the kill. That repel climbing her up over the walls. You saw when she went up, that blue ring around, that was the range on it. But it's going to allow Karma almost with the steal. Very nice move by Karma trying to steal the dragon there, but that is going to go to Fuel. Nidalee heading back to her lane, and then Vayne and Thresh are going to go ahead and head all the way back. Aatrox going to try and get some health back up and work down some more minion mobs. He does regen health per his abilities. On hit when he's got his Q toggled to the right thing, toggle it back and forth between gaining life every third hit and then doing damage every third hit at the expense of life. So, Aatrox getting a lot of health back. It's always good. Looks like they are going to give the move up to Nidalee as Nidalee comes across there and takes it up. Trying to keep their middle full of mana so she can do more poke and try and beat out Gragas as Gragas is coming up on the turret here. There is the throw, but it hits the minion instead, so she's going to have to wait for the cooldown. There's really no throwing out. Aatrox is going to dive, but I don't know if it's a good idea for him to dive right now. Elise still able to do good damage. If he dies out of the range of the turret, they might be able to get him. Karma coming up through the bushes here, but they do see her, so they're going to get away easily without getting the poke landed. She does catch him with the edge of the Ring of Fire there. And it's not really the Ring of Fire, that's just what I called it that time. More pokes mid, and Singed being a douchebag once again, because that is what Singed does. Taking out all the minions back here again. And Mundo says he doesn't care. You want to take out my minions? Roger that, I can do that too. Mundo just going forward and tanking all the minions, saying, you know what, screw you, Singed, I don't care what you do. Way to stay out of the... on that. Oh, and they're in the wrong position. Misses the nuke. Misses the zap. And oh, they got surrounded on that. And it looks secure the double kill. Elise does come in. She might be able to catch Thresh. She does catch Thresh. Is she going to get Aatrox? She jumps up on him. She does jump down. Oh, nice save by Vayne as Vayne comes and knocks back with that bolt of awesomeness. also known as the Condemn. I'm trying to learn the names, that's why I'm going over the same. Alright, so some pings going down, but that's really not going to do much. This bottom tower is going to fall rather easily. It's not something that can be done. It looks like Nidalee is going to push onto this tower, but Jinx and Karma are going to arrive on scene well in time to save it. Mundo throwing down with still up top with Singed, as Singed is being Singed self, and Mundo now feeling that he's at a level where he can tank the minions as well and doesn't have to worry about Singed poisoning and just kiting all of his minions away. So I think Mundo was a good choice to counter Singed up top. They seem to be pretty evenly matched up there. Elise the jungle with 2 kills, so CJ's doing pretty good getting those kills with the ganks. And, oh, nice chompers onto Aatrox. Aatrox is going to have to jump out of there as the chompers land into... and Karma shields herself, speeds up a little bit to get away from Thresh. Thresh causing a little bit of chaos in the mix there as he comes around the corner. Trying to trap Karma right in this little area right here. Right next to the turret and get her killed, but she manages to get out of there. Vayne all by herself on bottom lane is going to farm up a little bit as middle turret's taking a lot of damage. As there goes the Chompers down. He's not going to get away. Thresh gets picked off and taken down as Gragas' barrel blows up on him. And it looks like Aatrox is going to try and push out here, but there's really not enough health or team mates available to help push that. Singe tries to come in on Mundo, but Mundo just hits him with the cleaver and runs away. Aatrox almost if Aatrox got hit with that, I think Elise would have dove. And he does get hit with the spider, but if he would have got locked down with the web, he would have been in big trouble. This turret taking a lot of damage as Jinx powers up and takes it down. Alright, so here we come into the top turret. It's the last one before we get the inhibitor, so middle lane getting pushed. We do have 2 turrets down for Fuel. Gravity able to hold up all theirs so far. They do have a gold lead of about 2,000 gold, which is pretty good. Even though Fuel is taking down the Dragon, it's not been enough to keep them in the lead of gold. They're down 5-3 at the moment. And it looks like Team Gravity's holding on pretty well. And we'll see how this develops into the late game. We are only 13 minutes in. If we take a look down here at the bottom at the CS count, 113, 113, 112 farm for Team Gravity, 110, 102 a top 2 for Fuel. And for the 13-minute mark, that is pretty damn good, I'd say. I know I'm not at 100 CS when I play. Nice damage going on, and she's going to chase him down, but she does run away. Game tried to send me back up to the Singed Mundo fight, but I knew no one was going to die anytime soon there because, you know, they don't. Singed throwing Mundo around, Mundo cleave tossing Singed, and Aatrox going to come up here and see if he can't get Mundo to overcommit. If Mundo overcommits on that bottom, he might not be able to get away, but he's coming out. Is he? He doesn't check the bush. Mundo needs to check this bush. Aatrox is kind of just waiting for him. It looks like Aatrox is going to go ahead and actually head back this time since the minion wave did come back. And Nidalee heads back as well, so pretty much Thresh and Vayne are on the bottom holding it out. Singed Mundo still holding down top. Singe's going to take off, go buy some fun stuff. Lee's continuing on in the jungle, and Gragas is going to continue to push this mid lane. It seems like this mid lane is most of the times is going to be the big point of contention. We'll probably end up deciding the final push through the middle. And they are trying to get in position to steal blue from Thresh here. Thresh is letting everybody know what's coming down. And it looks like they're going for blue. Nidalee's trying to condense, but they switch over to Dragon. There's only 3 of Fuel in the area. They're not going to be able to get over there in time, let alone get the steal. So the second Dragon kill does go to Team Gravity. Team Gravity's going to come in and contest the blue as well. Chomper's right underneath him. Oh, and Thresh gets barrel blasted back to the future. Nowhere for him to go. Launched right into the middle of Team Gravity. That was a beautiful barrel by Gravix. Novocaine taking it out. Alrighty, and once again, Singed being Singed, heading down to intercept the minion wave. Doesn't really bother Mundo too much. Mundo's just going to head up, pop his W off, and hit up that minion wave. Down here, they're wandering around the jungle. Fuel, Aatrox, and Vayne down the bottom, having a good old time, but Gravity's going to be pushing in as Skittle Thief and Bulldog come pushing up and almost lands the snare onto Nidalee. Nidalee, that would not have been good. The Chompers are out, and they do catch Nidalee. Barrow does catch Thresh, and so does the Zap Zap. So some nice poke, but oh, Jinx does catch one in the face. But she does have that Bloodthirster, so she is getting enough lifesteal. She's back at full health already. Zap Zap and Web onto Aatrox. Aatrox running back around as Thresh moves in. Scares Gravity off with the threat of that hook. Pretty decent magic resist and beefiness on Gragas as he takes that spear to the face and it really doesn't do too much to him. That's definitely a good thing. We're going to stick here with this fight because this is getting interesting, and unless Gravity retreats, in that case we'll go elsewhere. But until then, we'll stick here. Looks like Karma's... Oh, Elise takes one to the face. I think Elise is going to have to get out of here. And Zap Zap does hit Aatrox, but you don't want to dive on Aatrox. He's tanky enough that the others will catch you if you're not careful. And it looks like Fuel's going to follow, and oh, they do dive in onto Gragas. Gragas, though, is able to get out of there, and they rocket right into the face of Thresh. Thresh goes down. Elise jumps up into the air trying to get out of there. She's able to jump down on Nidalee. No, she's getting low. She has very low health. Aatrox's passive comes back up and he comes back into life, but he does get taken down. Elise does end up getting taken down by Vayne, but then Vayne goes down as well. Nidalee's going to be trying to get out of there. Gragas is just tanking all this and gets over onto Nidalee through Singed, and Nidalee almost goes down, but not quite. And they are trying to get Singed, but Karma's taking too much from the poison. Jinx is chasing maybe into a bad location, and Jinx goes down as well. Oh, man. Chasing into Singed, I mean, you just can't. You know, they almost had it when Gragas went through, and that was probably a good decision, but unfortunately when they tried to chase out of Nidalee when it was just Jinx and Karma, that poison was just doing too much. The spear coming back at you, not a good chase situation. They probably should just abandon that one. But live and learn. They are still up by 2K, 2,500 gold. 9 kills to 8. Definitely have more objectives down. They still have all their turrets, so Gravity's in a good position to make a little bit of a risk there and see if they get a little reward. Unfortunately, they got punished, though. Vayne gonna get a little bit of farm. Thresh unsuccessfully trying to push middle lane. And of course, as we look back up here, Singed and Mundo are at full health. Alright, so as we go back into the game now, because my look of surprise at the top lane fight, Gragas is definitely the beefy mage caster, so he's leading the way in there. It was unfortunately kind of a bad explosive cast there, as I kind of blew everybody apart, but away at the same time. Thresh able to throw out that lantern and get Aatrox back in the fight where he needed to be. Put a little bit of damage onto him, but I think could have been used a little bit better. And they are going to push up onto this. Jinx, the master of melting turrets, so if they do get onto her, that is going to be great. We do have the 2-minute warning coming up for the dragon, so the dragon will be coming up in 2 minutes. Singed. Being singed. And, yeah, doing what he does. Whole Team Gravity's going to come back and try and get him, but he is almost out of there as... There he goes. Okay, so he's out of there. They're looking for him a little bit. They can't find him. They'll give up looking for him and realize he's gone here shortly. Mundo's going to come around and go ahead and get that Tribush and make sure nobody comes up on him, as is a good idea because here comes Aatrox and Thresh. Thresh does head back the other way after warding Baron, but Aatrox is going to come up. He is spotted by Mundo, so Mundo knows he's there. There are no surprises. Mundo's just going to keep farming, though, like he didn't see him. And I don't know why. I don't know where he's going. He's going to join Karma for something. Something's going on. They are going to pick off this ward. Mundo coming up, Aatrox coming down as well. They're rallying back in the middle tower. We do have all 5, and as all 5 are here, I'm going to hit the team fight camera so that we can see we do have a 5-on-4 situation as Vayne is not yet in this fight. Singed coming down through the bottom. Got a nice cleaver onto him, a nice another poke from Gragas onto him. I probably shouldn't lean back in my chair because I don't think my microphone will pick me up as I'm talking fast. And they do manage to pick off the ward that is behind the bush line, but I'm sure another one's going to be thrown down here any second by Thresh. A lot of damage. A lot of damage on Team Fuel as Cloverblood there, Aatrox, does not have his passive up, so I don't know what he's really thinking. I mean, yeah, he's got a little bit of good lifesteal, but He's got a lot of damage on him, and if he dies, he is going down. And we're still in team fight situation because they are really close to running into each other. As you can see, the rest of the team coming in to fight, and oh man, nice cleaver and poke from Karma and Mundo respectively. They're doing a good job at keeping Team Fuel away from the dragon fight. And now that dragon fight's over, Aatrox is coming around trying, but oh, the rest of the team comes up. He's not in a great position, but Singed is able to get a good grab onto Jinx, and then, oh, with the pull-up, Jinx goes down, but so does Thresh at the same time. We are still 1 for 1. Uh-oh, it looks like Aatrox goes down, but his ultimate did come up. Jinx misses with her ultimate, unfortunately, but there goes Aatrox as well. We're now at 2 for 2 as Gragas charges back in on top of Vayne. Vayne doing a lot of damage to Gragas, but Gragas does go down. So does Nidalee as well, and Jinx picks up the ace. Oh, no, not the ace, but the 4th kill onto Vayne there as they fought it out. And, whoo, man, that was intense. Did not know what was going to happen there. Every time one dropped from one team, somebody would drop on the other team. And I actually thought that Gravity might have been in trouble there, as low as they were, but then Jinx came up and finished it off. It's TGIJ. Thank God it's Jinx. Alright, so they do get the advantage out of the kills on that, taking 1 extra, so it is still 13 to 12. They're still up by 1. The gold lead has increased to almost just over 4,000 gold lead, so we are reaching significant advantage territory. They are heading down to check the dragon, but as they will see, it is already gone because while they were setting up for the team fight, Gravity was killing the dragon. So that happened. They are trying to push in. Gragas is able to dodge the hook there, the death sentence from Thresh. Singed able to hold down the top pretty easily. He is really beefy. If you take a look at his items right now, he does have the Spear Visage, the Crystal, Riley's Crystal Scepter, and is getting on his boots. And there's the grab onto Gragas, as Gragas was trying to prevent him from getting away anyway. So yeah, they both did the same thing, tried to keep each other next to each other. Oh, nice by Jinx. Way to get over and get onto Aatrox and get him locked down with the Zap Zap and the Chomps. And, oh, nice Zap Zap, but unfortunately gets missed. The Chompers actually don't line up either, and he gets around those as well. So Singed is being elusive. It's a nice toss, and onto Jinx, but Jinx gets that speed buff and is going to start stealing some life from Thresh here. Nice stagger step from Jinx there on Thresh to regain some health and get the kill. Singed is going to try and lock down and get in front here. And oh, the clutch spear. All 5 of the teammates were up here on this fight, but unfortunately the clutch spear took one of them down. And Jinx is hopping on to Nidalee. Nidalee misses with the spear. She's in the bush, it's hidden, but here comes Vayne, and they do nuke Jinx. Jinx gets like 2-shotted there, as Vayne does come up on the scene with a giant crossbow. Singed really low, but gaining health back fast from his ultimate probably. I don't think they're gonna engage here quickly. They are pinging back, so I think Aatrox wants them to fall back. Singed regenerating his life, and Vayne cleaning up as she heads back down south to meet up with Thresh on the bottom lane. Very nice securing that kill, but unfortunately it looks like they are still 1 ahead for Team Gravity. Gold lead is still far ahead for Team Gravity, and more importantly, the objectives. If you take a look at those turrets, they are way ahead on the middle lane. They are way ahead on all lanes. It is 4 turrets to 0. Well, it's 4 turrets to 1 now. Nice lockdown from Karma, but she's taking a lot of damage from Vayne. Vayne has got some damage. Damn. She's got the Blade of the Rune King. Oh, she took that Zap Zap. There's the rocket, and the rocket takes her down. Not the ultimate rocket, obviously. She switched her Q over to a rocket launcher, Sharky, and was able to take her down there. Looking up top for for anyone they can find, but no one is anywhere around. So it looks like Fuel is just looking aimlessly for nobody. And the cleaver onto Singed, and Singed just runs away. Oh, is Gravity going to make an actual Baron attempt? Yeah, I mean, it's warded though, so we're going to have this very, very contested as Mundo tries to go around back to prevent anybody from taking a peek. It looks like they're coming in. Singe is really charging in, but Karma's able to get away. Singe taking a lot of damage, does end up getting saved. Aatrox dives in, but Elise gets the kill on, so Aatrox unable to steal, taking a lot of damage on the attempt to steal. Aatrox does go down. They're going to circle around him, so when he comes back up, bam, they drop him once again. Oh, man, and Mundo on Thresh, like flies on shit. Oh, and Singe trying to get away, but Gragas with a nice exploding cast knocks him all the way back. All the way into gravity territory. We'll call that move the gravity well. Damn, I'm coming up with moves for the team. The gravity. Alright, that might not have been that good, but I thought it was. Alrighty, another inhibitor turret. The inhibitor turret goes down. The inhibitor is going to drop as well. I mean, look at Jinx just melt those. You gotta love that about Jinx. Obviously, her Q right there, as you can see, is switcheroo. Switches from the rocket launcher to the minigun. The minigun being... she has names for them, but I can't think of them. Let's see if it says it all. Nope, it just says rocket launcher. And looks like a spear caught Karma in the face there and trying to catch her again. Nidalee throws it there, but does not connect. Scanning the bushes, trying to take out any vision, but the vision, as you can see, is actually very well placed in non-normal locations. So I don't think those are going to get scanned and taken out at all. And there goes a dragon kill down here, which we missed, but I don't think it was really very contested. I was keeping an eye on Fuel to see if they came in on gravity. That is a very short-range teleport from Mundo. He is SMRT Smirt. Mundo Smirt. Alrighty. So, Baron is down, taken by Elise in that contested fight there. Dragon is down, uncontested. The gold lead has increased to significant amounts. The turret lead and inhibitor lead has been increased to significant amounts. A 10k lead, a inhibitor down, a 4 turret lead has put Fuel in a very backhanded... they're on their back foot right now. They really have to get a significant team kill here. And nice parallel running by Karma to stay out of the poison but keep him slowed. Running directly parallel to him. Getting great snares onto him and stuns as well. And this is an interesting move by Jinx. Take a look at Jinx with the Runes Hurricane getting out those extra attacks. That is a very interesting choice. That attack speed is ridiculous right now. Currently, maybe she's building the Infinity Edge, but hasn't built it yet, going for that straight attack speed. And it is a redonkulous amount of attack speed right now. If you take a look, she is 2.4 attacks per second. That is actually maxed out at 2.5 attacks per second. That is a lot of attacks per second. At 300 damage, so 300 damage times 2.5. Holy crap, that's a lot of DPS. For every second Jinx is on you, that's about 650, not including crits. 750, whatever. Alright, so Mundo giving Singe a taste of his own medicine as he runs into the base and picking off minion waves, helping those super minions push through the middle. Nice cleave onto Singe as well. They have now increased to 11k. Nice grab by Karma onto Thresh there to keep him slowed down and locked down. Barrel catches him as he's running back in as well. Poor Thresh probably feels like he's on an ARAM right now, the way he's getting hit with these pokes. Oh, and another one. Thresh is getting hit with every single poke. Every single one. Thresh is just getting hit by. Chopper's down to create an unnatural choke point. The slow AoE slow down on, and there's the toss on Jinx. Jinx flashes out. Aatrox dives onto her. Lots of damage. Aatrox does go down. Jinx is able to stay alive, but oh, Vayne is diving on. Vayne actually ends up getting pushed back. And the kill and the ultimate, unfortunately, doesn't get anybody, but Aatrox does go down. And more importantly, Jinx lives. And they do get the slow, and then they do drop. Singed. There's another turret. Here goes another inhibitor. And I think this is going to end up being GG as they're coming in under these turrets. Karma throwing some out. Jinx is definitely going to be able to nuke these turrets. Nidalee trying to get a nice spear onto, but Jinx is just doing so much damage per second on these turrets. I'm going to focus on her. So much damage. Oh, another kill. 2 more kills. Jeez. And they do nuke it down. This Jinx is just going to town with that 2.5 attacks per second. Absolutely redonkulous. Alright, so as we take a look at the overview. Karma, much better job that time than last time. I was able to only die 5 times with 14 assists. Outstanding job. Mundo 2, 3, and 9 did a great job. Him and Singed up top were definitely negating the crap out of each other. And, of course, CJ and Elise did an outstanding job in the jungle, coming in for some great ganks as we saw. Only went 5 and 2. That's not too shabby. Gragas pulling up the middle with 4, 2, and 10. And then, of course, Jinx pulling up as the ADC with 10 and 3, going ham. Of course, a couple of those were, 3 of those were at the last second. But, you know, that doesn't show on the scoreboard. And then, if we take a look at the other team, 3 and 4 from 3, 4, and 6 from Singe, definitely respectable. 4 and 1 out of Nidalee, great job as a middle. Aatrox 3 and 5 fell behind a bit as the tank, and 0 and 9 definitely. It's not the 0-9 part, obviously Thresh's support, but 0-9-7 doesn't help. 7 probably should have been more than that. I know there were only 15 kills, so he was in on half the assists, I guess. And then the ADC 5, 4, and 4, definitely in the positive. So. Vayne did a pretty decent job. 200 farm, 230 farm. Vayne was not that far behind. It was those kills that Jinx was getting that really rocketed her ahead. Gave her a Runaan's Hurricane and a Phantom Dancer, which is just redonkulous. And yeah. Alright, so let's take a look and see what's going on here. And they are going to take a little bit of a break, I believe. So as they take a break, we are going to take a break, and I'm going to put up our break sign, and I'm going to put up our